So split testing thumbnails has been something that I've gotten absolutely addicted to lately. And when you actually boil it down and you think about maybe this video gets 5,000 impressions, 10,000, or maybe 50,000 impressions, and you can get 1% or 3 or 4% better click-through rates, you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of views. You're talking about outranking competitors. And it all comes down to that thumbnail, really. So got to be paired with a good title, but we all know we can read the same title on 3 different videos, but the thumbnail is really going to be really the deciding factor. And so I'm going to actually run you through exactly how to split test, do an A/B test. Now you can do this on past videos, and you can also do it on a video that you're going to launch right now, which I'm about to launch. So what we'll do is we'll dive in, and I'm going to just run you through an exact process. It's really easy. I'm using the tool TubeBuddy.com. Got my swag here. Love TubeBuddy. Down in the description below, I have links to download it, and in my channel art at my homepage, you can go in there and get a free 30-day trial. I have my own 30-day link trial. So either way, go try TubeBuddy. And that's what we're going to be teaching you right now. Before I jump into this, my name is Jackson Wilkie with the Channel Junkies. I help entrepreneurs, inventors, business professionals, real estate professionals, basically anybody in the world who wants to create YouTube channels and sell from home 1,000% free. We don't spend any money. It's all organic. And this is one of the main reasons we're able to beat competitors is with this tool, TubeBuddy, but also the split test, the thumbnails. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump over. Okay, so I have my screen here. This is the new video that I'm launching, so you might have something like these. You can see some of these thumbnails, that we're doing. First and foremost, to know, let's say you want to go back and do a split test on some thumbnails. I run a bunch of them, not on this channel per se, but a lot of my other channels. What you're going to want to do is go into your analytics. So when you do your analytics, it looks like this. You go into basically the video here, and I went to see more, but I want to see this click-through rate here, click-through rate. And you really want to get these high. You want a higher click-through rate with a larger impression. So a really high click-through rate with really low impressions doesn't really tell you much. But this one right here is like the best example. It's got some of my highest impressions, and it has a really high click-through rate. So I know, okay, what am I doing in that thumbnail? Oh, okay, it's a clear picture. This is all about real estate and suburbs. So I know, Houston's #1 suburb. Well, that's very catchy. That means people are moving here and they're like, okay, I need to know the best place for me to live. I learned that through A/B testing. So what you do is you go through here and you start finding some of these, like down here, maybe this one's getting a lot of impressions and a really low click-through rate. So this is one that I'm actually testing right now. I changed that thumbnail. We will see here shortly which one works better, and I will keep tweaking it. So that's what I'm doing, and I have to showcase that. You don't just do this blind. The data speaks for itself, but you also need to see which thumbnails are producing. So my top 2 are this style. Hey, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to switch something up. So what we do, we go into TubeBuddy. Once you download it, it comes up right here. And you're going to go down here to Website Tools, and you're going to run a A/B test. Now, there's a couple different A/B tests. There's that one I was talking about, so I'll know here in a couple days which one works better. And if my new one doesn't work better, I'll redo it until I start getting it better. But what we want to do is create an A/B test. And if you don't have any tests yet, that's going to come up with like a sample page, and it's just going to show you what your dashboard would look like. And all you do is the same thing, create. So now what we're going to do is go right here, Houston's most affordable suburb. This is my new video that I have posted. I have it as unlisted. It's not live yet. So that's what you can do, is just go as unlisted or schedule it out just to run this test. So now we're going to select it, and you can run a metadata test or a thumbnail. I'm just working with CTR. You'll hear that. That's your click-through rate. That's what we were reading on that analytics page. I want a thumbnail to basically, they're going to go side by side. They're going to get placed out basically the same amount, and YouTube will be able to determine which one works better for you. I recommend, on older videos, give them a long time to go in. If you have a video that's not performing well and it's just not getting views, not, getting clicked, then you might be able to go in and switch that title, tags, description, thumbnail, and do a full metadata test. That's here. I like working with these. I know after doing hundreds of videos and what I teach in this channel, I know how to do the metadata, the tagging, and the descriptions. It's more that click-through rate of the thumbnail. So we'll select this, and you can do a set number of days. So 14 days, 30 days, whatever. I kind of like letting YouTube do its thing. YouTube, when it places your videos in front of people most likely to watch it, your view time skyrockets. So I'm going to let this go until it reaches statistical significance. So that's going to actually run the data until basically one version. Oops. Anyways, it says one version is 95% success rate. So that's the one I run, and I do it start the test ASAP. You can schedule this out if you wanted to run it maybe in a week or something, but nope, we want that baby going right now. So you hit continue, and this is where you choose your other one. So what I'm actually going to do is not create a completely different thumbnail. I know this style of thumbnail works amazing for my niche. So you need to do a bunch of different thumbnails, see which ones work, get into your analytics. Again, your analytics tell you everything. You can think it's the best, but your viewers are what tell you. And that's actually one right here that I tested, and I had a really low click-through rate until I wrote Houston's #1 suburb, and it just blew up. So that told me right there, okay, that works. So those are split tests that had great success in them. So I've already built mine, and what I'm gonna do is find it here. So as you can see, it's almost the exact same thumbnail, but the words are different. So people think that thumbnails need to be completely recreated and totally different. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it can be that catchy word in your in your thumbnail. So I really recommend not taking your title, like 5 things you need to know about coffee beans, and then taking that and putting it into your thumbnail. 5 things to know about coffee beans. Flip that thing on its head. Is this the best bean for espresso, or 5 worst beans for espresso? Something that makes me go, oh my gosh, I have to click on this. So I'm basically testing Houston's most affordable suburb, because people know this area that I'm talking about is actually an up and coming affordable one, or Houston's #1 suburb. These are going to get tested. They're going to sort themselves out, and it's as easy as starting the test and yada yada. Yep, yes, start that test. So now we have the test created. This is going. So as soon as I basically launch this video, I'm going to figure out. But here's what you will know is that it's going to start today, and then it gives you about 3 or 4 days to where you're going to actually start seeing some of the data, and then it'll run its own course for maybe a week. Maybe it takes 3 weeks to decide. But the way that we picked it is until we get this right here, until statistical significant is achieved. So that's the test we're running. So now we go over, and I got to get out of here. This one, like I said, is unlisted. I have this A/B test, and what you're going to do is go to public. I'm just going to launch this baby right now. You're seeing it go live. And I will mention one other thing too. This is a bonus about TubeBuddy. That is live right now, that video. I'm launching it. It's about 11:49 a.m. my time. So if I go down to my analytics, this is important. I'm going to go to my audience. This shows me when my viewers are on YouTube most. So this is showing me it's Friday right now, and right here at 1 p.m. This is like all the way through the day. This is one of my busiest days on YouTube. So that's why I love doing videos on Fridays, loading them up for the weekends when people are off. My niche audience, a lot of them work. So the weekends is when they are working. Now, when I do my other YouTube channels, like this one you're watching, some of them are real estate professionals. Weekends, they're busy out showing houses. They don't watch YouTube as much as they do during the week. So this is going to show you when your audience is out there. And guess what? This is a brand new thing they just put on here, the recommendations. It tells me right there, Friday at 11 a.m. is my best time. And you're like, well, it says 1 p.m., is when most of your viewers are on. Yeah, YouTube likes to get it out an hour or two before, ahead of the curve, so that it gets out there and starts picking up those views, but at least it's ready for this wave. I want this wave. The first 24 hours has a really big significance of how your video will work, will rank. And so you definitely need to have the time set, get those A/B tests going, and you can also, like I said, do those on past videos as well. Let's see here. One last thing. Again, I teach everything YouTube for free, organic, growing your channel. It's all, all the links are down in the description below for TubeBuddy. Go download that today. Subscribe if you have not yet about, growing YouTube channels. It's what we do, especially for business entrepreneurs. And comment down below if you're using TubeBuddy already. In the comments, I will pin the link for you to download TubeBuddy as well. I do tons of TubeBuddy tutorials as well. So you get it from an actual creator's perspective of how I'm leveraging it to grow channels. So until our next video, guys, we'll catch you later.